The Game Awards have come and gone, and without a doubt, one of, if not the single most exciting reveal was the announcement of a brand new Marvel game for the vampire hunter, Blade. So in this video, I break down all the details that you need to know about the game. Let's dive in. So first and foremost, let's kick things off with the trailer itself for those of you that maybe have not seen it.
Votre attention, le soleil est sur le point de se coucher. Tous les citoyens sont priés de se mettre à l'abri en intérieur jusqu'à l'aube. Attention, the sun is currently setting. All citizens are required to shelter indoors.
Turn that shit up. Relax, man. I don't bite. Lock up tight now. Night's just getting started.
Well, that was pretty stylish. So right off the bat, I saw some people freak out about the studio working on this game being Arcane Studios. Mostly, well, because Arcane most recently released the very poorly received Redfall video game. But I have some very good news for all of you that are worried. The Blade game is actually being made by the Lyon branch of Arcane, which is not the team that worked on Redfall. Instead, this is the group behind the highly praised Dishonored games, both of which have an average Metacritic score of 88, and most recently, they made the PlayStation exclusive Deathloop, which, once again, weirdly enough, has a strong Metacritic score of 88. Basically, what I'm getting at is that this is an uber talented group of people working on this title, so the game is in excellent hands, and for now, there's really no need to worry. Now, on the actual story side of things, here are some of the other elements that we have learned. The star of the game is obviously going to be Eric Brooks, better known as Blade, the vampire hunter, the half-man, half-vampire, which is actually confirmed via the teaser trailer itself because, well, we see his sensitivity to the smell of blood, and I guess the big giant fangs that hint that Arcane is really not going to be messing with Blade's fundamentals. Well, at least not with the character fundamental side of things. They are, however, taking him to an uncommon geographical location because, typically speaking, Blade is based in either like England or the United States, but in this game, he seems to be headed to Paris, France, where in the heart of Paris, a walled off section of the city is going to be overrun by vampires who are going to be terrorizing the city every time that nighttime hits, causing the citizens to shelter in place and basically try and hope that they survive the night until the sun rises once more. Now, on the more general information, but most definitely important information side of things, we have also learned that the game will be rated M for mature, courtesy of Bill Roseman, the head of Marvel Games, who also went on to say that the game will be in the single player category and be in the action adventure genre. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, as someone that loves single player games and the action adventure genre, all of this sounds like really great news. The game director of the Blade video game, Dinga Bakaba, has also revealed that unlike the previously mentioned Dishonored and Deathloop games, Blade is actually going to be a third-person game, which again, for someone like myself, sounds extremely exciting because third-person action-adventure games like Uncharted, like the recent God of Wars, are literally my favorite type of game. So all of this sounds stellar. Now from there we move on to the not so exciting news, and that is of course the discussion around exclusivity. For those of you that are not aware, Arcane Lyon is actually owned by ZeniMax or Bethesda Games, and that company was recently purchased by Microsoft, making it a safe bet that most likely Blade will indeed be an exclusive Xbox title. Again, no official comment has been made about Blade's exclusivity, which I guess leaves a little bit of hope for the other platform holders that Blade might actually release on other things, because usually Xbox does tend to be very upfront with their exclusivity deals, and they usually also like to plaster that Xbox Game Pass logo right on the front to let you know that it will be part of Game Pass. However, no such posts have been made when it comes to Blade. But if we apply recent history, titles like Redfall and Starfield, they were definitely Xbox exclusives, so it probably does mean that Blade will most likely, just like Sony's Spider-Man games, will probably be an exclusive title.
Getting started.
So next, we have a very important consideration to talk about, and that is, when can we expect to play this game? Well, the current best guess is probably late 2026. The most likely scenario is probably 2027. If we take a look at the average length of time that Arcane Leon spends on developing a brand new game, the answer is in the ballpark of around 5 years. And by taking a look at LinkedIn, we can see that some people at Arcane, like this campaign director, have been working on this new project, which we now know, of course, is Blade, since around January of 2022. So if we fast forward from there, it is safe to kind of guesstimate that the game launches in late 2026 at the earliest, and most likely in 2027. I guess all I have to say is ultimately, let the wait begin. Now, finally, I do think we can actually reverse engineer possibly some of the gameplay elements that we can expect to see in the game thanks to this teaser trailer. I mean, we see things like the presence of Blade's iconic katana and stakes, implying that we will definitely get to use those in combat, meaning that there should be some dynamic melee to look forward to. But if you prefer the more long-range approach, fear not, it does look like Blade is equipped with some grenades and a really cool pistol as well. So it definitely seems to hint at a very nice and dynamic variety of offense that Blade will be able to bring when taking down some vampires. And really, finally, for real this time, as I was actually finishing the edits on this video, the folks from Arcane went ahead and revealed a few more concept art images, so let's take a look at those. First, we have the shot of Blade looking down on the city below. Seems like he has taken down a vampire, and I really do like that this kind of communicates that the city will be maybe a little bit more futuristic than I at least expected, considering that we have these flying ships up above. Oh, and also, peep the little garlic character there. Could be hinting that garlic may be an effective item or tool against vampires in this universe as well. Next, we have what seems like Blade possibly performing like a stealth mission or something like that, trying to head towards a nightclub of some sort, which would be very, very cool to see considering those epic nightclub scenes from the Blade movies. So this is definitely pretty exciting. And once again, obviously he's looking super duper cool, and we can actually see him holding on to that previously mentioned cool looking pistol. So definitely confirms that there will be some gunplay or combat as well. And finally, we have this shot in the subway systems of Paris where it looks like Blade is facing off with some sort of a foe, I suppose. And we get our first peek at the vampire designs, or at least the possible vampire designs for this game. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but do they not almost look like a bit of a crossover between like vampires and zombies? Just the way that their body language is kind of like hunched over like that. I almost feel like they look more zombies than they do vampires. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And there you go, guys. That's a wrap on the Blade trailer. I hope this video helped you make sense of the game and all the information that is currently available. You can always take a moment to sound off in the comments section below with your thoughts. And once again, thank you guys so very much for your support by hitting the thumbs up button. That would be very, very much appreciated. And of course, thank you guys for simply watching today's video. I will hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. And in the meantime, of course, if you'd like to see the latest update for another Marvel game, and that would be Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and what they have planned for early 2024, then check out the video you're currently seeing on your screen right now. Thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.